Hey guys, it's Bernetta here, and today I am talking about the 5 things I wish I would have knew before I got Sisterlocks. And I did do my research, but honestly, I think my research was more on the look of the lock, the type of sister lock, or do I want a micro lock, and just looking at different variations, and really didn't dive into the 5 things that I'm about to tell you. Would it have swayed my decision? Maybe, maybe not. But they say that sister locks are low maintenance or maintenance free, but it's still some maintenance with it. So today I'm sharing the 5 things that I wish I would have knew for you, and so you can decide if you are researching or teetering on, do I get sister locks, do I not? Maybe this will weigh on your decision. So the first one is the cost of reties. Now, I did not even think about the cost of reties until I got my installation. It took 33 hours, and then afterwards, she was like, you need to come back in 4 to 5 weeks to get your retie, and then every 4 to 6 weeks after that. So I'm like, okay, so I get my reties every now 6 weeks. I have went 7 weeks before, and I think I could go 7 weeks again. It just, to me, depends on how fast your hair grows. And I say the cost of reties currently, right now, I am paying $125 every 6 weeks. I was not expecting that cost. Initially, it was $115. Then she went up maybe like a couple months after she started doing my reties to $125. She raised her prices. And then you do the math for $125 every 6 weeks for a year. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me do the math real quick. I'm gonna just do 125 times 12, which is like if you went every 4 weeks, right? So that's $1,500. That's $1,500. And so you add a couple weeks, it goes down to about $1,200 for me at 125. Now, a lot of people that I know pay more than me. They pay 150, 180, 200. Oh my goodness. And the day that my loctician goes up to 150, honestly, I'm gonna be on university YouTube learning how to retie my own self, because that's just savings that I could save, and it's, from what I hear, it's not that hard. So the cost of reties, you have to weigh, do you want to another bill every 6 weeks? Like I say, 125 is the lowest that I've seen. So you have to weigh that cost. The second thing I wish I would have known was how to wash my hair. You like they tell you it's low maintenance, you get your locks, but when you first get your locks until they are locked, and it can be about a year, you have to braid and band every time you wash your hair. And what is braiding and banding? Like, you take a couple of locks and you just braid it down, and then you put a rubber band on the end, so then you have all these little braids. So then you go and wash, and you can leave it to dry with your rubber bands on. That a lot of people suggest that you do. And that is because they don't want your locks to come loose, especially when you first get them. They can come loose. If you first get your locks and you're doing like this, they can come loose. They can get knots in them, like they call it bunching. So it's really to preserve your locks, and as they grow, to keep them uniform. So they call it braiding and banding. But that could be a headache, because every time you wash your hair, you got to spend about 25, 30 minutes, depending on how many locks, braiding and banding. So that was something I didn't know before I got my locks, that every time I wash my hair, I was going to have to basically style my hair before I wash them. The third thing, no conditioner, nothing really on your hair except for shampoo. Yeah, so when I got my locks, I was told, when you wash your hair, do not put conditioner on your hair. My loctician, I think she's been locked 4 years. She said she have never used conditioner on her the whole time. And I know a lot of other people that have sister locks, they just don't use conditioner on their hair because they say you don't need it. And initially, the conditioner makes your hair soft and makes your hair slip. So the conditioner, if you put it on your hair and you're just locked, you don't want slippage from the root, meaning from your lock to come slip from the root. You don't want that. So that's the one reason that people don't use conditioner. But I think after a certain amount of time, some people still do. I'm 17 months in currently, and I do not use conditioner. I just use the Suave clarifying shampoo, and then I follow up with a moisturizing shampoo for that softness. And that's it. So, and like for products, you know, my products is in here. Like in my water bottle is distilled water, peppermint oil, tea tree oil, and some aloe. And that's it. This is my hair product right here. This is my hair product. Like I said, I didn't know that, you know, you weren't supposed to use conditioner, because if you're not locked, we love us some conditioner. You know, we love us some conditioner, but yeah, no conditioner, no moisturizer. I do use a little bit of like black castor oil sometimes here and there on my hair. Well, more on my scalp, not necessarily my hair. And that's maybe like once a week. I might put some on my fingers and massage my scalp. But that's it. One thing that I didn't know, I did know this, but I didn't know until I got into it, and that was how long it would take to get your desired look. And what I mean by that is when you first get your Sisterlocks, you know, most people, their hair, you know, you see your scalp, they call it the scalpy. They say you look like a little chicken, a chicken look. Your hair is thin. For a lot of people, it looks very thin and very scalpy. So a lot of people think, well, when you get your Sisterlocks, you're going to look like these people that motivated you, these people that inspired you. But most of the times when we look at people and their hair is so gorgeous and so beautiful, they are at like the 2 to 3 year mark. So what you're loving is somebody's journey to 2 to 3 year, but you didn't see their day one. And a lot of people don't realize day one, does not look like year 2 and year 3. So I had to, you know, have a come to be moment. Like, okay, this is how you look today, but you know, your goal look is between year 2 and year 3. And so I'm fine with that. Like right now I'm 17 months. I'm a year, 18, this month I'll be 18 months. So I'm a year and a half in. So I'm like, okay, in another year and a half, I'll be 3 years, and we are going to see. So y'all take a look, 17 months. Hopefully y'all still here in a year and a half, and we'll see where I will be in a year and a half. But it takes patience, because you're looking at your hair every day and you're like, is it changing? Is it moving? Is it growing? Is it getting thicker? Because you see yourself every day. So that's why you need to take pictures and you need to take videos so you can go back and be like, oh, wow, okay, I see growth. Kind of like when you're trying to work out, you keep seeing yourself every day and you're like, I ain't losing nothing until you take before and after, and then you see, you know, the difference. So there's definitely a difference from day one, but you know, you looking at yourself every day, so you're like, it ain't, where's the growth? Where's the growth? But it's growing. It's growing. Number 5, what I didn't know till I got in the chair is no color. No color on your hair for at least a year after you get your locks. When I first got my locks, my hair was all blonde, and the blonde disappeared. That's a whole nother conversation. I don't know where the blonde went, but they say if you're going to get color your hair before your locks. And I don't know how far in advance. It depends on the strength of your hair, because you don't want your hair to fall out. But if you get your color after you get locked, they say wait at least a year, because your hair is still locking. It's still doing its thing, and you don't want to mess up your locks. You don't want them to fall out. Because, you know, when you get your hair colored, especially if you get bleach, you're going to need conditioner. You're going to need to keep it moisturized. And really, like I said, all we're doing is misting our hair during the day. But if you get colored, you're going to have to keep it more moisturized, which can cause slippage on your locks. So that's why they say wait. Me being 18 months in, I am ready for some color. Because remember, I told you I was blonde when I got my locks, and now all my black is out. And so I want to go back lighter, but I don't want to bleach. So that is another video that I'm going to make my decision, like when I go get my hair locked. Even though I know the color I want is this dark and lovely color that I saw this girl on Instagram, but I still think I'm gonna get the color, and I'm gonna go to the shop and let a professional do it, even though I want some color. Let's go back over real quick 5 things, and I got my notes here. Just being real, I got my notes. Let me pick it up. 5 things that I wish I knew about Sisterlocks. 1, the cost of maintenance. 2, how to wash your hair, braid and band. 3, no conditioner, no moisturizer. Number 4, how long it will really take to get your desired look. And number 5, no color for at least a year. I hope those 5 things helped you. Those are things to consider before you get on this journey, because people say, oh, this is carefree. Yeah, it's carefree when you do the day, but the maintenance and the behind the scenes, just the maintenance and the behind the scenes, it's just stuff still you have to do, and stuff you have to take care of your locks and to get them to where you want them to be. Thank you for watching this video. Put in the comments any comments about the 5 things that I mentioned, and then add your own. Tell me some stuff that you wish you would have known before you started your Sisterlock journey, because maybe that would have changed your decision. All right. Have a great week, guys. See you on the next video.